That's like a big like.
Jay-Z will make Reasonable Doubt 2 before the fucking Detox comes out.
That's
But
I mean, that's 444. 444 is pretty much reasonable doubt to do.
Really, you think so?
Yeah.
No way.
I don't think so.
I mean, like, of course it's not, but like the beats on it kind of like gave me like, okay, he's kind of like going more of a mature version of it.
Anytime you bring up Jay-Z,
It'd be
you
off.
You dig a bigger hole for yourself.
How's it off?
It'd be so off.
How's it off?
This Reasonable Doubt and 444 aren't even cousins. They don't even like. They're not even in the same.
Relatives.
Yes,
like they're. I think that me being related to Alex Felix is closer than those albums being relatives, and she's like my second cousin.
Well, the reason why I said that is those are his best albums.
I don't even agree with that, but let's get back on topic.
Wow. Where's 444 at on your Jay-Z?
I like 444, but
I love it. Yeah,
I don't think it's his second
No.
best album.
It's not even recognized as his best.
I'll put it as his second best.
Bro, let's just get back on topic because you really wilding now.
Oh no, wow! It's my opinion. It
is your opinion, and you're valid to that. You're entitled to that.
But crazy. That was a good ass album.
It was great.
So this is my thing about when Jose says his opinions. Like, you're able to have your opinion, true indeed, but if you're talking about the scope, like me personally, I always say like Gucci is one of my favorite rappers, but I'm not silly enough to think that he's in the top 10 just because he's my favorite rapper.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like him saying that like the greatest basketball player of all time and just naming like a random 76er.
No.
Right. Just because
he's a 76ers fan.
Right.
No, the reason why I say 444 is a really good album because the younger generation love that album. They was like the younger generation will say that is the best Jay-Z album.
That's probably because that's all they know, because they were actually conscious and able to listen and understand. Like, if you're born in 2000, you're not going to say that Reasonable Doubt is a great album because when it came out, you weren't alive.
Right.
And
no, they love that album too. Like,
I'm not saying that they don't, but what I'm saying is when it came out, they weren't alive. And then if they were listening to it when they were growing up, they didn't know what he was talking about, saying none of that.
They don't.
They're just now learning at this stage in life, like what that album is. But if they're listening to 444, they're able to put their own life experiences and what was happening going on around them while listening to that song. So it means more. 444 might mean more to them just because they experienced life and knew what was going on then. Like, I know what that means because I'm 20 years old at this point.
Okay. I don't want to go too long about this. We should do a Jay-Z tier list in the future, like album tier list.
You stay with this Jay-Z.
Yes.
No, because y'all think
it's
I'm
really
a
not
Jay-Z
even
hater. I'm not a Jay-Z hater. I just,
No, you just process his career and music discography completely different than like how the pundits do, or however you want to put it. I mean, it's pretty
the right way.
It's pretty universally recognized that like people like Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint is probably one of the ones that people always have in like magazines that's his top. Yeah, so it's like to say 444 is like top 2 is just like, I don't know, like you say, it's your personal, bro. It's just like
I would say for me, it's his best artistic type of album. Going outside the box, and I felt like
once again, Blueprint at the time was Kanye's coming out party. That was all the beats, all that shit was different at the time. Yeah, it was completely different.
I mean, the heavy lifting on that album was the production,
and so it was outside the box for Jay-Z.
No. Dynasty was like it was a coming out party.
I don't know. I felt like
because Dynasty and Blueprint sound almost like exactly the same.
No, they don't, man.
Except they don't. Hold on.
The beat. Who did the beats on? Who did the beats on Dynasty? Who did the beats on Dynasty?
Just Blaze and Kanye and Just Blaze, Kanye, Neptunes, and DJ Clue. Take the DJ Clue beats out. Blueprint.
You wildin'.
But listen to Dynasty and take out the DJ Clue beats.
I don't have to take them out. I can just listen to it. I know them. I know the albums. Blueprint and Dynasty, they're both good, but they're not. Yeah. So what on Change the Game?
Change the Game out. I gotta look at the track list.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have to
look at them.
Like I already know what they.
That's why I'm like.
But public service not public service announcement, but the 1-900 Hustler that could be on Blueprint.
Okay, so
somehow, some way.
So
the
intro sounds like nothing on Blueprint. The intro on Dynasty is people say is probably one of the best intros of all time. Best intro. It don't sound like nothing that could be on Blueprint.
It could be because Just Blaze made that beat.
Don't matter who made it. Do it go with the flow of the album. Like you say stuff that's on credits. That don't mean that it sounds just because he made it. That the Dynasty has its own feel. The Blueprint got a soulful feel.
The Blueprint is like how do I explain it? Like if you were to take some funk, but like the soulful side of funk from the late 70s and then compare it to where it grew into like the 80s, it's not the same. Like the sound of the 80s is different. And that's how the sound of Dynasty is way different from Blueprint.
All right.
I know that's like a rough way of explaining it, but
no, it's not.
The sounds aren't the same to me personally.
Yeah.
All right. I would take out Jigga That Nigga, Hola Jovito.
Hola, not Hola.
Right.
It's Hola.
It's Hola Jovito. That's what you say.
There's an H on it.
My people.
It's an H on there.
I know, but it's Spanish, so they don't pronounce it.
I mean, true, but all I need sound like something that's on Dynasty. Y'all gotta like listen to those albums back to back. Renegade.
Bro. I know them. You trying to put stuff from the Blueprint onto the Dynasty? That's not it.
They came out like within a year from each other.
The Blueprint came out on 9/11.
Yeah, and Dynasty came out in 2000.
It's just crazy to me because
less than a year. Came out less than a year.
I was rolling.
And they sound completely different.
But that's how he made his album. Like he grouped it. Like, okay, this is for this. Like it actually was like streamlined to have similarities. So the one album is a collaboration of songs that sound alike. The Dynasty is a collaboration of songs that sound alike. But they don't, like, I personally feel like they don't interchange, but I don't know. That could be just because I was in high school listening to it.
All right, so the reason why I'm going to say like it sounds the same because both albums have the high pitch, up higher tempo sample on both albums. And that was like real huge at the time when Diplomats were doing that same thing. Both of those albums had that same production.
So you're saying the production on Blueprint is the same type of production that's on Dynasty?
Yes, outside of the DJ Clue beats or Guilty Until Proven Innocent. I'll take that out.
So you at this point you name about like 6 or 7 songs, huh?
Take Parking Lot Pimpin' out.
Now you about on 8 songs now. You just
there's
keep
16
where you
songs,
keep.
There's 16 songs of Dynasty.
So over half of them you didn't already pretty much named and take out.
No,
so basically,
I only named 3.
No, you did not. You named. I'm not about to do this.
You went there. Y'all went there. Y'all turned this into
yes, he tries to. You try to keep saying stuff, but what you're saying, you helping our point. The more you talk, because you keep
change the game. Y'all said change the game. I'll put Get Your Mind Right, Mama.
So now that's even more. You said Parking Lot Pimping, change the
Parking
game.
Lot Pimping,
Get Your Mind Right.
Guilty and Proven. That's 4.
Guilty till proving it, but you said more than that.
No, I said those are 4. I said that's 4.
No, you said more.
No, you said more than that.
No. I was saying that This Can't Be Life could be on Blueprint. I was saying that the intro could be on Blueprint.
And that's not.
Just Wanna Love You could be on Blueprint.
The intro could not be on Blueprint. Just because you're saying it don't mean
1-900 Hustler could be on Blueprint.
What it is, Joe. Like
Do You Understand could be on Blueprint.
It's Jose, the subject matter, Jose. The subject matter on Dynasty is not the same subject matter on Blueprint.
The reason why Jose is getting it, like saying that they sound the same, have the same sound, is because both of them are soulful and both of them have that like inner like pain coming out of it sound, but it's not the same. That's where you wrong it.
Okay.
But I think that's what's making you feel, because it's like that real soulful.
Yeah, I was saying the production. I'm going off of the production. Y'all going off of like.
But I don't agree even with the production. But I think that's where you're coming. Well, I'm trying to step into your shoes to see where you're coming from, and that's the only thing I can think of is that you're saying just because it's soulful that it is, similar.
Let me say this. If we're talking like Volume 3 to Blueprint, 2 totally different albums. Or Blueprint 2 to Blueprint 1, 2 totally different albums. Or Blueprint to Black Album, complete difference. But
I'm not disagreeing with you there.
But Dynasty and the reason why I like Blueprint because it had the same production. There was no Neptunes. It was Timbaland instead. And they do the same shit. It's really like that's how I kind of got into Jay-Z. And then the Dipset. Because of that production.
Dipset. What?
Heat makers.
I just laugh. I just laugh at this guy sometimes.
I mean, I don't agree, but hey, like I said, you're valid.
Well, that's how I interpret Jay-Z through my years of listening to him.
That makes sense. You can definitely have your opinion and all of that. Yeah. I just was listening to you list the songs, and you just start listing hella songs.
Yeah, I had to pull up the Wikipedia. I'm like, all right, we're going too long at it, so damn it, I need to get my
but the crazy part
we've been
is
ready
our
to move on.
Are the Wikipedias.
Well, I haven't heard Jay-Z in a minute. I haven't heard this album in 5 years. But I can remember it because I spent hours behind my desktop, taking about a day to download the whole album.
I had to download it because I went to, what was it called? I
had LimeWire.
No, I actually bought it. I didn't wait to download it. I have the hard copies still.
Hollering at bitches, parking lot pimping. That would never be on Blueprint. Never.
That's what I said that would never.
Change the game for these.
Yeah, that's what I said. That would never be on there.
Pimping in the house.
That would never be on Blueprint.
Those belong on Volume 3.
The intro wouldn't be on Blueprint.
That intro is nasty. That intro could be on any.
But it doesn't vibe with Blueprint.
I'm
not. It's one of my favorite intros, but it doesn't vibe with Blueprint.
I'll take that over Ruler Back.
Over who?
Ruler's Back.
The Ruler's Back. So the way they start the album off lets you know they're not even in the same.
I will take that over.
They're not even in the same basket, bro.
I will hold on. Let me see. What song come after Ruler's Back? Give me a second. Takeover. That's a perfect song to come out before Takeover.
What is?
Intro and then Takeover?
No. It's not the vibe he want for Blueprint. That's not the vibe.
I always thought we could just call him and be like, "Can you please tell this man?"
He doesn't have time.
No, Jay-Z's gonna say, "Listen to the music." That's what he's gonna say. I already put it out there for you.
He's gonna say something smart, asshole-ish, and then hang up the phone on us. Like,
exactly. That's why I said what I said. Like he ain't gonna spend time with all this.
I mean, but he don't have time for nobody except his children and Beyonce.
Well,
but,
and Quincy Wilson. That's you see that video of him and Quincy?
That's that's debatable.
I mean, hey.
Yeah, man, that's funny. Well, Jay-Z, you stole time from our show again today because Jose just can't let you
he
fucking
can't
live.
let the Carters
but hold
go.
on, there was no hate. There was no Jay-Z hate.
We're not saying
no Jay-Z hate. There was no Jay-Z hate tonight.
This is the thing, bro. This is the thing. You approach every Jay-Z topic with what you just said now. Jay-Z hate. We don't ever say Jay-Z hate.
I never had any Jay-Z hate.
No, just see what I'm saying? He's still doing it. We don't think that's just Jay-Z hate. We just feel like your assessment of Jay-Z is different than what the pundits or what the agreed upon, like people kind of universally recognize. Your takes are always completely different.
Of course.
Like on every single Jay-Z thing, it doesn't matter what it is. You're always complete. He's not in my top 10. He's not this, and he like it's always like completely like just
opposite from.
Yes, it's like one time can you just be like, yo. Yes, can he just one time be like, oh, okay, I'll give him that. He did this or he did. It's always like, so it's not hate to us. It's just you go against the grain with Jay-Z. But you take it as we think you hate him, which we don't. We just say like your assessment of him is completely different than what most people think.
That's how we know that you are younger than us because
right.
You didn't grow up like you probably did grow up listening to him. But you didn't grow up understanding.
Right. And then even when he started off by saying, and this to me made the rest of the whole discussion, that's why I got quiet. Well, 444, the younger generation don't even fuck with, like, when you say younger, we're all in our 30s. Are you talking about 20-year-old or like, I can tell you right now, my little cousins that's 22, 21, they ain't listening to 444. Like,
I'm talking about like the hipster, like fucking.
What age group? When you say the younger generation?
Yeah, well, I would say like the hipster younger generation that like.
So what are you saying when you say the younger generation? Because you keep saying like extra words. What are you saying when you say younger? That's normally an age range.
I'm saying like Gen Zers.
Nah. He's still not saying an age range. He's still it's all range. Words. What's the age range?
All right, fucking after 18 to 26.
They're not listening.
Like, come on, bro.
So that's why I'm
saying 18.
And reasonable. He said they're comparing 444. Right.
What do you mean?
So somebody that's 18 would have been 12, 11 would have.
No, they're going back and listening to it. They're going back and listening to it right now.
They're not, bro.
Everybody's streaming right now. Everybody's streaming. They want to hear, like, you can spend no more than an hour of going back and hearing somebody's shit.
But they're not going, if they're not picking 444 out of all the Jay-Z albums.
Just and then saying that that's like, their one that they resonate with.
No, because Jay's 444 has been a very hyped album in the community for a minute. And they
what community? What? Because I've never heard it been hyped.
Like,
what community hypes it? This is the stuff like you say a lot of words, but what
the message boards will say the Reddit will say that 444 is Jay-Z last good album, and probably his best album. Probably his best album. Hold on. Probably his best album. Hold on. Let me get my facts straight. His best.
These aren't facts. You're not giving facts. You're talking about a message board. Message boards are just people's opinions, bro.
But it's accumulated. Like it's all in one ball.
Those are facts.
Well, let's wrap it up. We done been on here talking about Jay longer than Black men's mental health.
Right. This is
you
why
guys
Black
stretched
men's
it
mental
out.
health is wrong.
I kind of
Because
like wanted to be wrapped up within 5 minutes.
Black men's mental health is now tied to the internet and things that are facts that aren't, and play
We
on
didn't even get
words.
to talk about Tyrese's interview on
We
his.
can.
But
what more do you want
that whole
from
topic
me?
to be longer than it needed to be.
hey, I guess we are where we are. What did Jay say?
You
Y'all
was
want
who
to
you
study my
was before you
brain. Y'all
got
want to
here.
study my brain and shit. Like,